The United States and Indonesia just announced a defense treaty earlier today. Now, people might be scratching their heads. U.S. and Indonesia, why does that matter? Who cares? What does that have to do with anything? Malaysia has always been closer to China when it comes to the South China Sea. Now, and Singapore has always been a good ally of the United States, but they also maintain a relationship with China as well. But now, the U.S. has a military treaty with Indonesia. What is that all about? It's all about the Strait of Malacca. So you walk your way around the Horn, the Panama Canal in the Western Hemisphere, direct control over that for hemispheric defense. Then what do you see? Oh, that's right, the Strait of Hormuz, the strait where the mouth for the global oil supply comes through. Then you work your way to what? The Strait of Malacca. That is the key strait for entering the South China Sea. And then eventually, the final piece is the Taiwan Strait. So understand, this is Mahanian sea power strategy that the president is giving a masterclass on. Now, I asked him the question on that. Of course, he's not going to reveal it, but we understand what's going on here. This is about freedom of navigation on the high seas. And when President Trump sat down and he sent J.D. Vance over to Pakistan, remember, you heard about that here first, sent J.D. Vance, the vice president, on down to Pakistan for those Islamabad talks. The point wasn't the talks. The point was the ceasefire. The ceasefire takes place, and what was the very first thing the president did? He sent 2 United States Navy destroyers through the Strait of Hormuz. Why? Why? Number 1, mine-clearing operations. But number 2, because what? Because those destroyers were showing that the Strait of Hormuz can be open for business. And when those Arleigh Burke-class destroyers headed on through, the IRGC Navy came out and said, hey, we didn't give you permission for that. Well, guess what? The United States Navy didn't ask your permission. The United States Navy does not ask for permission, does not need permission. The United States Navy doesn't ask permission for anyone other than the commander-in-chief and the Lord above. That's it. This is called freedom of navigation. It is called an international transit passage. And the United States Navy, one of its core missions, is maintaining the freedom of navigation in international waters and transit passages like this. So guess what? If they don't like it, if they don't like the situation, if they're going to continue to try their toll scheme, well, President Trump announced that he's going to start a toll scheme, but only for Iranian ships, only for ships coming from Iranian ports. This is something you go back a month ago that I was talking about right here on this program that the president could submit to be able, it's because remember, Karg Island, we didn't need boots on the ground. What we needed was a way to control the oil flow for leverage on Iran. Because ultimately, what is it all about? The oil from Iran goes to China. You put pressure on that, you're cutting off one of the arteries of the dragon. And now China is coming into the mix.